Welcome to Kari's Conscious Living. Are you ready to meditate with Kari? Make sure that you're lying down and you're still and quiet. You're ready to listen to a sleepy story and relax so you can fall to sleep. Sleepy Owl was tired. He was so tired. He was sitting on his branch, on his favourite tree, in his favourite forest, far, far away. The night was dark and the moon was shining in the sky. And Sleepy Owl could barely keep his eyes open. His eyelids felt so heavy. He would blink and his eyes would feel heavy and close very slowly. And then it would take so much effort to try and open his eyelids up so he could see once again. He just wanted to go to sleep. But the noises, there were so many noises. There were creaks and cracks when animals were walking and moving on top of the branches on the forest floor. The wind was blowing gently and it was making rustling noises in the trees, and that was keeping him awake. There were other owls in the forest that were hooting to one another. He could hear squirrels rustling up trees and chomping on nuts. He could hear rabbits and other critters bouncing around and making noise on the forest floor. He wanted it to be quiet, nice and quiet, not a sound. Just silence. But of course, that wasn't happening. And every time he thought it was quiet for a moment, something would rustle and something would crackle and some animal would make a noise. And once again, he'd have to open his heavy eyelids. Take a look around and see what it was. He wanted to be safe, you see. He had to know he was safe before he could fall to sleep. He didn't want any big predators coming along and possibly scaring him away. So every time he heard a noise, he thought maybe it was some kind of monster or something scary in the night that was coming for him. But really it wasn't. Really it was just all his other forest friends moving around. He got to the point where he was that tired that some of the noises you recognized, like when you lay in your house at night and you can hear certain creaks and certain sounds, and you know it's okay because they're just the sounds of the house. Nothing to worry about, nothing to be scared about. That's what he got like. He could tell when he was listening to squirrels chomping on nuts. And he could tell when he could hear other owls talking to themselves and each other. He started to recognize all the noises. But still, occasionally, there'd be a noise he didn't know that would make him have to open his eyes. Oh, he was tired. He'd been flying all day, trying to catch food, trying to feed his family. Sleepy Owl was so sleepy. His wings were heavy and sleepy. His beak was all closed and heavy and sleepy. Seemed like all the feathers on his face were super tired and sleepy. Even his claws holding on were heavy and sleepy. Sleepy Owl was very sleepy. Eventually, he couldn't open his eyes anymore. That's when he started to dream. He had a dream that he was flying through the sky. He was flying through the clouds, flying over the trees, the hills, the mountains. He was flying to a different place, a different forest, a place that had different trees, different fruit, different things to eat. He was dreaming that he was flying like he does every year, but he was doing it in his dream, flying to a different place where the weather was nice and the trees were still green. And there was lots and lots to eat. Then his dream shifted and he was flying around the moon. Sleepy Owl was full of energy in his dream, flying high in the sky, going around the moon and around again. And around once again. He just kept flying round the moon over and over and over. And every time he flew round, he counted 1. And then he'd fly around the moon again, get back to the beginning and say 2. And then he'd fly all the way around the moon again. 3. Go all the way around. 4. Around and around. 6. Around and around. 8. He was counting his way around the moon in his dreams. This was making him sleepy in his dreams. Everything was making him sleepy. He was so sleepy that he was asleep, but he was also getting sleepy while he was dreaming about flying around the moon. Then in his dream, he imagined he was on a sailboat. He was on the ocean. And the waves kept pushing the sailboat up and down, up and down, as it bobbed around on all the waves, going up over a wave and back down, and going back up over the wave and back down. He started counting the waves. 1, and all the way back down. 2, and then all the way back down again. 3, and down, up and down, over and over the longest time, out there in the middle of the ocean, all by himself on a rowboat, up and down, just sailing the seas. He was getting so sleepy, sending himself into like a sleepy state, counting, going up and down, over and over and over, just like going around and around the moon. He was so tired in his dream, sleeping in real life, and then getting sleepier in his dreams. Sleepy owl was like the sleepiest owl in the whole world. All he wanted to do was sleep. Just get comfy on his branch and sleep, safe and sound.